We're live! Just me. Change windows. Capture devices, OBS. Uh, what? Did you say horny? Whoa. What are you typing in on YouTube? Yeah, sure.
If you say so.
Fucking asexual.
That's what they all say. It's the getaway line.
Hey.
Oh my god, wait. Where is it? Yeah, no, for real. Damn, but it looks like a nice animation. Why does that have to be the name?
Yeah. Wait, I gotta watch it.
Be right back.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I took my sleeping pills now. They can act
You-
whenever.
Hell yeah. So many people are going away and coming back. Everyone's leaving all the time.
I just went to grab my sleeping pills.
How the hell will I even draw this hazmat suit? Oh my god. I have no idea. Right. Hello? What? There we go. Whoa, what's going on? What's going on? What? No.
Oh, look at Kohan's character dancing.
Where? What?
In the stream.
What's up there?
He's like, wee.
Oh my goodness! That's sick. That's so cool.
Right?
I gotta make me one of those.
Damn. I might have gone too hard on my dose this time. I can actually feel it.
Isn't that the goal?
It kind of is, but usually, basically, when I take it, my dose is 5, and 5 doesn't really do anything. So this time I was like, okay, I'm gonna put 10. I added 12, like by accident, now I actually feel it, and I'm like, God damn, I'm actually gonna sleep tonight. What the fuck?
That's fair, that's fair.
Because I literally need to sleep. I have been sleeping at 7 a.m. every single day now.
Yeah, not good, not good, not good. I've been falling out of sleep schedule. It's horrible. If I do not know how clothes function, I should really get a reference. Oh no!
Eh.
Do it, do it, do it. Aw, dang it. She was about to kill someone. Very upsetting.
Ball.
As I walk away.
That is such a lie. No, stop that. Hmm. But then I have to like know anatomy. I don't know. Huh.
You're playing that song Luftballon. I love that song.
You know it?
Uh-huh. Juiced is amazing. That song is incredible.
I love Jos Klein, bro. I love
Yeah.
him. Jos Klein. The one time I'm not disappointed in my last name.
Oh.
I feel so honored having the same family name as this man. So honored.
What did he go to jail for something?
Oh. His parents died.
Oh.
That too quick.
I thought he had some like weird controversy at like on TV or something.
Yeah, it was for the Eurovision.
Okay. What happened?
Eurovision? Wait. Who are we talking about?
Joost Klein.
Jos Klein. Netherlands singer. The Netherlands.
Oh my god! Yeah, I'm bad at names.
The guy with the blue bird.
Yes.
Basically, he was disqualified because a staff made fun of him for his dead parents.
Mm.
What?
So basically, all he said was like, yeah. So because the staff was making fun of his parents being dead, he said like, oh, if you make fun of them one more time, I'm gonna punch you, and he got disqualified for that.
Yeah, it was so, and the song was so good as well.
Euro Papa?
Yeah.
Best song. It would have won, I think.
Would.
Really
There
would
was
have.
so many streams of the semifinals like performance.
Why would people do that?
Because the EBU sucks. But he's going on tours now. Like he's actually it actually got him massively famous like he deserved.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's going on like these tours. And I'm sad because I didn't know he came to Belgium and I missed it.
Yeah, that is some left inside of that.
I think I actually drew that. Like I'm gonna have the best sleep of my life tonight.
That's good.
The worst part about the Eurovision is that everyone had a heart attack when they were giving out the public points. Because Israel got 325 public points from the public.
Mm.
What is
Yeah, that was-
what are
Everyone
public
was like,
points?
Oh,
Wow. Huh?
What is public points? I'm not familiar with Eurovision.
You
Basically,
vote so people can vote.
Yeah, there's a Eurovision app that people can track down which singer is singing, and they can vote by just paying like 75 cents.
Yeah, or you can call. So public votes is basically the people, and then the countries themselves decide who to vote for as
and
well.
You're not allowed to. I'm sorry. You're not allowed to like vote. For example, let's say you're in Germany. You're not allowed to vote for Germany. It's basically voting for other countries that isn't your own.
I loved. I'm always so like, oh, I just wait for my country. I love that. I actually liked
love
Lithuania's one this year.
Liked Lithuania?
Yeah.
Bro, me and my friends roasted the wait. Is it was it Lithuania or was it Estonia? Wait. Wait, was it the bald guy in Lithuania?
No. Lithuania was not the bald guy. Lithuania
Okay.
was red and blue, like the really club-like music.
Oh, the one at the last, right?
Yes, it was somewhere in the back.
Finals they performed last.
I believe so.
Yeah, I liked it.
I loved it.
It was giving disco.
It really was. I was in my boarding house just absolutely rioting for my country. I loved it. I must represent at all times.
I loved Ireland, Italy, and the Netherlands. Of course, the Netherlands, and I love how like they even they tried getting like a public vote from the Netherlands. They were so surprised, like, oh, we didn't get anything from the Netherlands. Yeah, no shit, because you guys just disqualified their singer.
Mm.
And it's apparently the Netherlands are not going to participate next year.
Oh. Interesting.
Because of that.
That don't look right.
An artist I would die for to go to their concert would be definitely MSI.
MSI?
Yeah.
Haven't heard of before. Or maybe I know it, but I just don't know the names.
What kind of music do they do?
It's the people who make the song "Shut Me Up."
Alright, well, let me search. Let me do a search.
I think Savant is also from the Netherlands. It's one of my favorite EDM artists.
Oh, you mean mindless self-indulgence. Sorry, I didn't know the like shortening. Yes.
Oh yeah, everyone calls it
really
MSI because of that.
As fast. I just go by the full.
I would literally die to go to a concert.
That's fair enough. I used to listen to so much of their music. Like, my favorite, I think, was Never Wanted to Dance.
Ooh. Mine is
Wait,
no,
it was
you know they have like they posted their unfinished songs. Like they finished them and they posted them like last month. Well, this month basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Was the unreleased version, but it just proves that they're active.
That's fuzz. I can never, whenever someone asks me for like my favorite song or band, I don't have an answer, if I'm being honest. It's too much to choose from, and besides it changes way too often anyway.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye bye.
Alright.
Have a good one.
Bye bye.
Nice sleep. My art teacher is gonna be so surprised next year when I pull up.
What, because of the improvement?
Because of the improvement, I'm gonna pull up and be like,
yeah,
I took
man.
all my time during the summer. I can draw anatomy now.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like absolutely destroy the competition. No, my thing died.
Exactly.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm literally gonna pull the girl. We've been knowing how to draw. Okay, draw a boy now.
For real. I still need to do like actual more specific anatomy practice, but I've just been getting used to digital art as of right now.
If you ask me to draw a guy, you're not gonna get a guy. You're gonna get a femboy. You can't draw guys.
Oh my
Whenever I
god.
draw them, they look like femboys.
Oh my
They
goodness.
look
I
like
like
the Oran High School host club characters.
No! Oh my god. I like 1 in a million. I genuinely just get lucky if I manage to like draw something accurate.
I'm gonna recommend a YouTube channel.
Yes.
Now I believe in the saying of always use reference, because now I wish if I actually listened to that, I would have saved so much time, so much. The whole try to copy this and like always use reference. If I did that, I would have actually like been this phase in like ages.
Yeah, it's important because you've gotta when you study images and then draw them, it gets put in your brain into like what's called your visual library, and that helps you then later on be able to draw from an imagination.
Yeah. I feel like a good mix of like studying and then proceeding to do what you've learned without reference is good. Or with reference, but you know, without the I don't know. It's like I imagine it as like having a calculator for a maths question. Like it's good, but knowing how to do it without is good to practice as well. Quite often.
Like large ones and skinny ones.
These line sensei videos are really good. Guy's really instructional. Great, especially if you're going for like anime aesthetics. Good shit.
Okay. And save. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go put my stuff on charge, so I'll disappear for now. So, bye-bye.
Bye, Kaya.
Bye.
$10 hot dog.
Huh?
Somebody in my YouTube chat said they went to a theme park and the food was really expensive.
Yeah, haven't been to a theme park in a while. The last theme park I went to was Disneyland. Like thing. Yeah. Progress is insane. I'm actually shocked. It's like that feeling is like I actually drew this kind of feeling, which is like the best feeling ever. So to me, it's like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, theme parks are really expensive nowadays, especially Disneyland. Like, they,
Yeah, because it's like summer.
well, post-pandemic and with inflation and everything, it's a really bad cash grab. They implemented that fast pass thing, and it's like more toxic than ever. Like, you know, nobody wants to sit in a line, so
Pass.
yeah, fast pass. Like it's an extra thing on top of your ticket, extra charge on top of your ticket if you want to skip the line. Or it's a separate line, yeah.
Like anything.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
any of the rides in Disneyland, Southern California, they have that. I think it's probably also have
I
that in
guess
the
it's
one
like
in Florida.
$100 more.
I don't know. It's just getting like really expensive for people, and they're making all these record profits, but they don't want to pay their employees, you know, that run the park a living wage. Hypocrisy. Oh. Hey, the left one in France?
candidate left in France?
The left-wing candidate wins. Nice. That's good news. That was really scary because like there's really fascist candidates that were that looked like they had the lead.
It's the politics thingy?
Yeah, their elections. Like,
Yeah, I never really understood what the fuck is going on. Like, something with far right.
how the French election results unfolded.
Didn't you have an election like 2 years ago? That was fast.
I think that something happened with the European Union, and then they lost some power there. France did, and then Macron was like, I'm gonna call a snap election, and
I hate that guy, honestly.
yeah, he's pretty two-faced. France was facing a hung parliament after no party secured an absolute majority in legislative elections on Sunday. A surprising surge from the new left-wing coalition helped hold back the far-right national rally's push to power. The result will put the country on a path
What's
for
going with
months.
the whole far right thing?
Huh?
What's going with the whole far right thing? A lot of people are scared that far right's gonna win. I don't even know what they do.
Well, the far right are fascists. Like, basically, people who want to instill authoritarianism within the government. Take away, basic, safety nets in things like healthcare, or, publicly funded education, or, and instill more, what's the word? It's where, you know, like, let's see. Hold on, sorry, I'm reading. Let's see.
Sorry.
Really, which I'd finished first. So Macron is not really left. He's kind of more of a centrist. He's the kind of person, like, okay, so how do I say this? Like, in my opinion, liberals don't do enough. Liberals and centrists, I kind of group in the same thing. And when people like Macron do things to they do things to try and mess with the living conditions of everyday people. They give power to the far right, and even though they consider themselves like in the middle on a political spectrum, they're just really giving power to the right. Because authoritarianism is always based on an appeal to the status quo, and it's complicated stuff. I'm not good at explaining this. She's Paris Sunday night to celebrate the performance. Parliamentary election to cheer for far right national rally to capture a majority. New York Times. I mean, yeah, France's campaign season was marred by racist attacks and violent acts. French election campaign tense. Yeah, far-right nationalist party railed against immigration. That's very common with right-wing politics. A disdain for immigrants and
against immigration.
Yeah. Pure tap capture mode. Reuters, AP, Al Jazeera. Why is there a... Yeah, so I did remember correctly. The European Parliament elections. France President Emmanuel Macron on Sunday dissolved the country's parliament. Parliament called for legislative elections. Oh, okay, there's another article here.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Mm-hmm. Ready to take power for discuss.
find something to eat for dinner.
Okie doke.
Bye bye.
Have a good one.
Listen, we have to talk about a reality of this presidential campaign. Donald Trump is missing. Melania Trump is completely missing, as if she doesn't exist. And President Biden has had 18 or 19 public events since the presidential debate. The media, corporate media, has been fixated on questioning President Biden's fitness and age. If you saw the George Stephanopoulos interview on ABC News, how many different ways of asking, are you sick and should you step down, could there have been? And yet these are not questions that are ever posed to Donald Trump, despite the fact that we've been sounding the alarm along with neurology and mental health professionals about Trump's cognitive state for years at this point in time. And we have to include in this that while we acknowledge Joe Biden had a terrible debate performance, he's clearly experiencing age-related decline. We see that. But he's also holding a rigorous schedule. Oh, he's only good between 10 and 4 p.m. Okay. He's also made 18 appearances since the debate while managing the executive branch. We got another good jobs report. We got another stock market all-time high. And yet corporate media is not asking obvious questions about Donald Trump. And they have become obsessed with Biden's age and fitness, which is an important topic. I want to be clear. And listen, I'll take the heat, okay? I've told you, I'm going to call it the way I see it, and I see arguments on both sides of this thing. We'll get to the people that are furious with me a little bit later in the show. There is obviously a story with Biden, his brain, and his debate performance. But the fact that corporate media, if Jill Biden suddenly went missing during a campaign, do you realize how much corporate media coverage of that there would be? And yet there is no coverage of the fact that Melania is MIA, by all reports wants nothing to do with Trump, is sticking around only for the money, and that doesn't include going to campaign events with Trump. The fact that Trump is holding no events, he's doing a rally at his own house tomorrow or later this week. And so the way that corporate media has been covering this diverts attention from the achievements of Biden, which are even more remarkable if he has dementia, and obviously the pressing issues that the administration is addressing. And so the narrative surrounding Biden's age ignores what is his level of direct engagement in high-level diplomacy and domestic policy. Let's assume the report from Axios is true, that they try to keep Biden mostly scheduled within the 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. window. Fine. He's still maintaining relationships with our allies and participating in high-level diplomacy throughout all of it. Does this prove he shouldn't be replaced? No, this isn't about that. It's a different conversation. Now contrast this with the corporate media coverage of Trump. Trump is almost completely absent from public appearances since the debate, other than these orchestrated rallies that have much more in common with Fidel Castro and Mussolini than they do with democratic countries, receives little to no media scrutiny, certainly not from anything even nominally on the right side of the political spectrum as far as media goes. Corporate media has completely failed, and even after the debate continues to fail to question Donald Trump's not only limited visibility, but also his own share of cognitive issues. And it's a discrepancy that should raise questions about the consistency. You know, there's a lot of corporate media now that's saying we're covering what's going on with Biden to be fair. What does that mean exactly? Because you've been ignoring Donald Trump's lack of fitness for years, and you continue to. Now, I don't want to make this all about Melania, but I do want to make one other thing about this. There's almost no corporate media coverage of Melania Trump's prolonged absence from the public eye. And there has been significant scrutiny. You know, the entire news cycle about Dr. Jill Biden
right
isn't
now.
the medical.
Huh?
So you're gaming right now.
I'm not gaming.
Avatar.
Oh yeah, I just
Your
never.
avatar.
I never made
Or
a.
he's drawing on a GameCube controller.
Yeah, impressive. I know.
Impressive or self-destructive? Be both.
Impressive.
Well. I'm here to draw my book cover. If I leave, it's because I'm laggy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been listening to the debate, and I think that whilst I can't defend the Tories in their entirety, there's a lot of mistakes, and I agree the country is very, very broken. I do think that Sunak is a safer pair of hands when it comes to the economy.
Safer than who?
Safer than Labour. And the reason I'm saying that is that the Labour government, last time they were in power, when Cameron took over, left a note on the desk to say there was no more money in the coffers. They bankrupted the country.
No, you've forgotten the 2008 global financial crisis.
No, I haven't.
No, you have.
No, I haven't.
No, you
there were pension rates.
clearly have.
No, trust me. Please don't put words in my mouth, because
I didn't. I was telling you the words you hadn't said.
I went through and experienced very heavily the financial crisis in 2008. But nonetheless, Labour were irresponsible in the spending, having raided pensions and everything else. And that balance has got to be heard on this conversation, whether you like it or not. Well, you can say all you like, and when you say that Brexit was a ridiculous situation, well, there's 51% of the country voted for it. We're not all ridiculous. We're quite intelligent, quite informed.
What's the best bit of it?
What's the best bit of it?
Yeah, what's the biggest benefit?
I don't think that the full benefit has been executed by the Tories.
No, but the bits that have been executed, what's your favourite?
Because we've got independence.
No, I mean as in something that we can see and something we can see and measure. So which law? Which is your favourite?
What's various laws.
Just name one.
No, I'm not going to fall into that. I'm just saying.
Well, you can't come on the radio and say there's loads of great laws, and then I say, could you tell me one of them? You have to tell me one of them, Anne.
No, I don't.
Well, obviously you don't. It's not the law.
No, the law.
Well, except possibly it is the law. So what do you like most? What do you like?
However,
what hasn't happened by the Tories? With respect, that's just ignorance.
No, it's not ignorance.
Well, give me an example then. Give me an example.
What I go on to say is, what the Tories have failed to do
Can I have one example?
Brexit. No, I don't need to give you an example.
You do, otherwise everyone's going to think you're very silly. No,
but
you have to give me one example.
The conversation is really, really biased in
It's not biased. It's biased in favour of evidence and examples.
And they're all as bad as each other.
So what's your example? What's your example?
I've given you the example.
You haven't. You just used words like control with no proof. So what's your proof that we have more control? Go on then.
Don't look it up. Don't Google it.
No, you can't say I've got proof. You can't say I've got proof.
At the end of the day,
go and Google it.
You have got.
So give me some proof.
Parties here that are all as bad as each other.
Yes, except they're not all as bad as each other, because people on the other side of this argument, if we can use that word very, very loosely, they will point at things that have happened. For example, having to choose the 12 people that could attend the funeral of your 16-year-old son. That is not something that makes Labour the same as the Conservatives. But we're talking about Brexit. We're talking... let me speak, please. And then you go back to that note as well in the... in the Treasury, which actually nudged back to something that Reggie Maudling did when he was the Conservative Chancellor and left a very similar message. There's no money left, old Pip, or something like that for his Labour
That's a long time ago, but...
Well, you're talking about
But Labour
14
have
years
done it in
ago,
recent-
so
Yeah,
your
but-
point
but
is
that
ridiculous.
no, it's not. It's a big
Well,
event that has led to, along with COVID and
Why
the
do
money
you
that was
think?
paid out.
Why do you think that every economy in the world, arguably, certainly in the free world, followed the advice of Alistair Darling and and Gordon Brown when it came to dealing with the global financial crisis and the policy of quantitative easing? When Gordon Brown went to France, even though he hadn't actually been invited, and persuaded, I think, Sarkozy to let him speak to all the EU leaders or the European Eurozone leaders, and Alistair Darling flew to Washington to speak to America. Why do you think they all took the advice of the two Labour politicians? Anne?
Sorry, say that again.
Why do you think every government in the world practically followed the advice of Gordon Brown and Alistair Darling when it came to emerging from the global financial crisis of 2008?
You tell me. You tell me.
Because they were brilliant.
Really?
Well, no, that's
Is it
my
brilliant
answer.
to
It's your
leave-
turn.
Yeah,
It's your turn now.
Well, my turn is to say
Yeah.
they weren't that brilliant because all they were doing was storing up a load of problems that got taken over in 2010.
No,
Now,
but
it's
those
not
those
to
are just
say-
those are just words. They don't actually mean anything. They were
No,
solving.
they're not words.
No, well, they are
was no
words,
money
and we
left.
can at least agree that they're words that you said.
But it's 2010. There's
Yes.
no money in the budget.
No, the 2010 is a consequence of the global financial crisis of 2008,
In
and the
part, yeah.
direction of traffic at the time was positive. Alistair Darling was improving a situation that the Tories then came in and tried to address with austerity. And the fact that you have to cling to something as ridiculous as a
It's
40...
not clinging to it.
Well, hang on, you don't know what I've said yet. How can you say it's not ridiculous?
Go on then, finish it.
You have to cling to something as ridiculous as a 14-year-old private joke between at least one person of whom didn't think it would ever be made public, is evidence that you haven't really got anything substantive to say. Well, except, no, that's not fair. Except, of course, I've got loads of examples, but I can't tell you what they are. You're going to have to go and Google it yourself.
No, I think there's some manipulation of what I've said, and I think 14 years.
Feel
is
free
not
to
a joke,
remind me
and
what the benefits are.
It shouldn't be a joke to anybody.
What are the
because
benefits
it's
of
not
Brexit?
government money,
What are the benefits?
It's public money, and it should be important to everybody listening and everybody not listening. It's public money, and there was none left. So I mean, spending money that wasn't there. You can't run a business that way.
Is the debt bigger or smaller today than it was then?
Bigger.
So whose fault is that then?
COVID.
Oh, I see. Right. So the global financial crisis had nothing to do with the state of the economy when Labour lost in
There's a legacy of
2010,
it. Yeah,
but the
there is a
failure of...
legacy.
So what was the figure before COVID? What was the debt before COVID, Anne?
You tell me.
No, you tell me, because you're the one that's insisting that Rishi Sunak is a safer pair of hands.
Have
than
you
the Labour
removed
Party.
the
So you
image
tell
layer
me.
yet? Like turned it
Inflation has come
transparent,
down,
or not
hasn't it?
transparent?
Yes,
invisible?
and
So
it
you have the
also
line
went up.
line?
So your point is what?
It did go up, and the reason it went up was in part linked to COVID and in part linked to the legacy issues, of which, yes, the Tories are part of it.
Give me your favourite
Yes, but
legacy
Labour are
issue.
part of it.
What's your favourite
I'm
legacy
not sure if you're
issue,
speaking,
then?
but if you are,
My
Oh.
favourite legacy issue is what I
Yeah,
just
nah,
said, which
sorry,
is that they were
I'm
bankrupt.
listening
But
to a
I don't
thing.
think we're going to get anywhere, so we'll agree to disagree.
No,
Well,
we
no,
want
it's
to,
fine. I just want to
agree
make sure that,
disagree
like,
with people who haven't got any evidence
Cord wasn't
to
doing
support
that
their
thing where it,
position.
like,
So
cuts
what I
out
suspect
someone's
you're gonna
audio and
do
it
now
just
is just
goes-
hang up. I'm like Nostradamus.
Asmongold kind of seems to be a f***ing idiot who just follows whatever path or trend he's given. Also, Asmongold's editor is a Nazi, which might be influencing him negatively. Elon recently unbanned Nick Fuentes on Twitter, and Asmongold's editor put that as Elon unbanned a, quote, white supremacist, end quote, mildly right-leaning political commentator Nick Fuentes. He's a Nazi. literally nobody but a Nazi would do that. So pretty cool that one of the biggest Twitch streamers is just, you know, Asmongold's stupid enough that he could probably be led by the nose to basically any political point. So the fact that he has a Nazi as his editor. Did you see his new video defending Fuentes, calling him mildly right? I didn't see the video, only the description, because I know that his editor is a Nazi. I didn't see the video. I don't know what he's saying in the video. My guess, because again he's very, very stupid, is that he would say, like Asmongold would say something like, well, I'm all for free speech, and, you know, they say this guy is bad, but I don't know much about him. And then somebody in chat would say, like, he's based, yo. And then Asmon would be like, yeah, I hear, like, the left kept targeting this guy. Like, he would, like, defend him without defending him, basically. Just my guess. I haven't seen a video. I'm not gonna see the video either, but I'm right. Asmon also has a habit of saying he's getting canceled. He makes an I've been canceled video every 3 days, yeah. Okay, so he's a civility lib then? Well, no, Asmongold is a fascist. He's just, like, actually one of the purest examples of the moderate wing of fascism thing. The positions that he arrives at, the things that he defends and attacks, these are, he ends up, like, in line politically with the fascism side almost every time, but when challenged, it's all done under the artifice of civility, right? So right now the dynamic is Asmongold has always been like a very civil guy, but over time Twitch has cracked down on right-wingers on Twitch streams more and more, because as it turns out it's really difficult to be a right-leaning political streamer and not violate terms of service when it comes to being bigoted, you know? So he was always like a Trump guy, but he was like a civility-leaning kind of Trump guy, like kind of nice, you know? But over time, more and more right-wingers have been banned, so more of them have flooded over to Asmongold, the ones who didn't leave over to Kick or whatever, right? So he's getting pushed further and further into, like, the radicalization side of things, you know? Nick Fuentes, or, like, race stuff or whatever, and his positions are getting more and more far-right. You know, he's taking his opinions from that, like, pedophile lolicon VTuber streamers videos, and his chat's egging him on the entire way. No, it's not his mask dropping. A mask would imply that Asmongold had, like, a private set of positions that he's disguising with the civility. I don't think that's true. I think that he thinks of himself as, like, a civil little baby birthday boy with glasses, and everyone else who's mean and canceling him is just, like, being insane about it, right? Because he's civil, right? But the civility is being employed in the service of far-right talking points, ones that he can't defend. Like, he doesn't have any real opinions, but I don't think it's deliberate dishonesty. Asmon the fascist, what a joke. Vosh going off of the deep end again. Oh, hello, Asmongold fan. Like, listen, maybe think about, like, the way I presented that argument, okay? It's not that he's an out-and-about ideological fascist. It's that he's being driven to the outcomes and beliefs that fascists have from the perspective of some, like, moderate civil kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it's not... he's very malleable. It's very easy for him to be pushed into that position, you know? I think it's, like, pretty obvious. It's not, like, a difficult line to push or whatever. It's not like a, you know, crazy, out there position.
The reason why I have an easier time calling those who defend Israel fascist is because Zionism is predicated on the idea that Israel has to be a Jewish supremacist ethno-state that literally has a certain percentage of Jews inside of Israel. This is a demographic concern unlike any other. Here in the United States of America, if we were to say America has to be a nation that is 75%, you know, Irish, English, and German, white, everyone would understandably go, that's insane. That's just white supremacy. But Zionism is that exact same principle, is that exact same concept, but for very valid historical reasons, it has been able to shelter itself as a defensive posture, as though it is a defensive ethno-state. The valid reasons, of course, being the Holocaust.
And within the context of, like, World War II and, you know, like, everything that happened. Yeah, so no, I understand that. And, I mean, I'm not really a pro-Israel guy, honestly. I don't really give a shit about them. It's not.
Should I skip? I feel like I should skip ahead. Do you think that as he gets more tired, he'll attempt making a point? If I move ahead by 2 literal hours, do you think he'll eventually arrive at, like, making a point? He will not? Okay, I kind of want to try anyway. Okay, I'm skipping way the fuck ahead.
Well, BDS is identical. It's the same exact. It's literally, like, almost definitionally identical. It's a boycott, divestment, and sanctions on apartheid South Africa.
You know that there are some states that have passed anti-BDS laws that are almost certainly unconstitutional? Like, the Zionist entrenchment in our government is so strong that there have been, like, outward, like, you can't do this anymore laws that are just flagrantly a violation of the First Amendment that they just do anyway. Many supporters of the State of Israel have often advocated or implemented anti-BDS laws, which effectively seek to retaliate against people and organizations engaged in boycotts of Israel-affiliated entities. Anti-BDS laws are designed to make it difficult for anti-Israel people and organizations to participate in boycotts. Anti-BDS legal resolutions are symbolic and non-binding parliamentary condemnations, either of boycotts of Israel or the BDS movements itself. There are some, like, really wild ones. 38 states have passed bills and executive orders designed to discourage boycotts of Israel. 38 states! 72% opposed laws penalizing people who boycott Israel. 22% supported such laws. What a great democracy we're in, you know? Like, fucking 72 to 22 is an overwhelming support for there being no anti-BDS laws. But they get passed everywhere anyway. I wonder why. I wonder if the capital class has different sets of interests to the working class, and for that reason, the average American might not understand why this obvious violation of the First Amendment is necessary, and the capital class understands that uncompromising commitment to U.S. hegemony is it needs to be legally reinforced. You know, we did this during the colonial days as well. Like, Western European nations would have laws to protect economic transactions between them and their colony states, like India or France with half of Africa or whatever. Like, because they didn't want protesters to, like, cripple their colonies economically by organizing opposition to them. So they would do something similar, you know? So much for the free market. For relief money after Hurricane Harvey, some cities needed to pledge you wouldn't ever boycott Israel. Jesus Christ. Texas City tells people no Hurricane Harvey aid unless they promise not to boycott Israel. Don't want to die in a pond? Want your roof to be fixed? Well, and all of this was before October 7th. This has been going on for a long time. If you ever wonder why the capital class has consolidated so effectively to oppose the growing U.S. opposition to Israel, this is why. Because they've been getting away with it for decades. Decades and decades of coordination, of infiltration, of normalization, all of that being uprooted over 6 months because Israel is so fucking bad at managing its own affairs that it's making the American public turn against them despite the propaganda. My company has to submit this written form affirming we will not boycott Israel before we accept jobs over 100K. Jesus. Texas Government Code. Pursuant to section 2270.001 Texas Government Code, boycott Israel means refusing to da-da-da, company means da-da-da. 1. Do not boycott Israel. And 2. Will not boycott Israel during the terms of the contract. Nice. A government entity may not enter into a contract with a company for goods or services unless the contract contains written verification from the company that it... Yep. Can you enforce this legally? I mean, all of this is almost certainly anti-constitutional, but none of that matters, you know? Unless people legally challenge it.
Wow. Yeah. This month was a little bit crazy for the creative space, wasn't it? So we have Meta announces it's scraping users' data to train their AI. Artists are leaving Instagram for a new art-focused app called Kara. Adobe tries to backpedal after terms of service update around contradicting use of customer content to train their generative AI. And Adobe gets sued by the FTC for scummy business practices around hiding subscription termination fees. It's a freaking field day out here for us creatives, and I love it. Hello, my name is Lena, and I am a small creator and artist who hasn't been creating any art lately because I'm a very easily overwhelmed person and I'm dealing with a lot of internal issues right now. But I also wanted to chime in on all the fun that's been going on in the creative space lately. So yeah, let's get into it. It feels like everything that's been going on is mainly going to impact industry artists and more well-known creatives, and to some degree it might, but speaking from the perspective of, you know, a small creator and somebody who's still discovering
Yes.
their place.
Yes, I do like dragons. Why do you ask?
Are you streaming currently? Oh, okay.
Great. Great. Well, you know, at least do me a favor after that very highbrow humor and like this stream for me. Bavir, do you do any art? You interested in art? Are you a fan of dragons yourself? A stick. That was like the oldest one in the book, man. Let's see your channel. Ooh, a monkey. You need to do some. Flip a clip pixel contest. You got some wacky animations. Oh, yeah, yeah. I think I need to lay down. Oh.